I'm sure you've seen the discourse online everywhere about gentle parenting. A lot of times what I see out in public are parents, gentle parenting or permissive parenting, and everybody else watching saying they're just letting their kids run wild or they have no control over their kids. I want to clear this up because it is the hardest thing that I've had to do. I do want to start by letting you know some of the differences between gentle parenting and permissive parenting. There is a difference. A disclaimer here, I am not an expert. I don't claim to be. These are just things that I've learned and observed since raising my kids. Permissive parenting is low to no structure, few expectations, and it avoids consequences, which may make a child feel anxious. Whereas gentle parenting prioritizes structure with some flexibility, age-appropriate expectations, and uses natural, like cause and effect, or logical consequences, which may make a child feel more secure within themselves and with their parents. I want to go over some examples so you know what I mean. Boundaries are blurry or non-existent with permissive parenting. So if a child wants a cookie before dinner, more times than not, a permissive parent will give in to stop the crying because the goal is to keep the peace at all costs, which then leads to a lot of negotiating or arguing with a toddler or even letting them make decisions that they're not developmentally ready for. Boundaries are firm and kind with gentle parenting. So if I tell my daughter, I understand that you want a cookie, but we're going to be having dinner in 10 minutes, so you can have one after we eat, and she gets mad, upset, she's screaming and crying, I can comfort her and understand why she's upset, but the answer is still no. And the goal here is emotional regulation. So I can understand that she's upset and let her feel her big emotions without changing my rule or decision. The answer is still no. Simply put, gentle parenting is actually high boundary. The difference is how I handle their reaction to that no. In permissive parenting, the child is the boss. In gentle parenting, I'm the boss, but I also care about how my employees feel. My husband and I are the captains of the ship, you could say, and we try to stay as calm as possible while they ride their waves of the emotion. Before you guys come for me in the comments, I understand that it's hard to do this out in public, but there's something that I've implemented that helps with this. If there is a major meltdown out in public, whether you're at a restaurant, a play date, park, wherever, I've decided to give my toddler a decision. This is without allowing any boundary or rule that we've put in place to be broken. So I give her the choice. She can calm down, take a few breaths. We can talk about it right where we're at and see if we can come to some sort of conclusion. If not, we can go out to the vehicle to calm down, or we can leave completely. So what I've done, personally, I've done this. I've taken my kid screaming and kicking and crying out to the vehicle. Yep, we decided to take our food to go, but regardless, we get out to the vehicle if that's what's needed. I have her take a few breaths or just have her let it out, calm down however she needs to calm down. And then we talk about it, come to some sort of conclusion, and then we go back. If that is not possible, which again has happened, then we just leave the situation. That is a natural, logical consequence to that type of situation that we have personally had to deal with. I chose the path of gentle parenting with a mix of assertive parenting when needed because I want my kids to respect me, but I also want my husband and I to have respect for our kids. I don't want our relationship built on fear. I will say it's exhausting though. Staying calm while a child is screaming in your face is an extreme sport. If you feel like you're failing because you lost your cool, trust me, we have all been there. I have been there. You are not alone in that. Sometimes you feel like it's easier to just yell or give in, and that's the real part of this lifestyle that I want to share here. If you're on the same journey as me of breaking cycles or just trying to be a more intentional parent, please hit subscribe. I would love for you to stay a while. And let me know in the comments what's one boundary that you've struggled to hold this week. I'd love to talk about it. It takes a village, and you have found yours. I'll see you in the next one.